Hello students. The next important topic from the chapter of pelvis is the nerves of the pelvis. Okay. In my previous videos, I have talked about the blood vessels of the pelvic area, the veins of the pelvic area, and now the nerves of the pelvic area. So, this topic mainly includes the sacral plexus. Okay. For better understanding of this video, please go through my video on lumbar plexus. Okay. So here I will be talking about the sacral plexus. Now, what is sacral plexus? It is a network of nerve fibers that supplies the skin and muscles of the pelvis and lower limb. So it is a network of nerve fibers that supplies the skin and muscles of the pelvis and the lower limb. Yes? So plexus is what? It's a network of nerve fibers. There is a complete network of nerves. It will supply the skin, okay, of the pelvic area and the muscles of the pelvic area as well as the lower limb. Okay, so that is the function of the plexus. What is the function of the nerves? Motor function and sensory function. So sensory to the skin and motor to the muscles. Clear? Now, where this plexus is located, this complete plexus, where it is located, where is the situation of this plexus? Okay, where is this location of this plexus? So we'll study. The location is anterior to piriformis muscle. Where this plexus is formed? Anterior to piriformis muscle on the surface of the posterior pelvic floor. So the location of the plexus is anterior to piriformis muscle. It is anterior to piriformis muscle. Now you all know where is piriformis situated. If you see this is the piriformis. Yes, this is the piriformis. This is the posterior view. Yes, this is the posterior view. Now piriformis, this is the anterior view. Yes, this I have already taught in detail when I took the muscles. Okay, this is piriformis. Yes, this is piriformis. This is the anterior view. If you see from the three digitations of S2, S3 and S4, okay, the fibers are going back in the posterior inferior iliac spine. Yes, okay, and get inserted into the, if you see, it is getting inserted into the greater trochanter. Yes, this was piriformis. So the plexus is formed anterior to piriformis. This plexus is formed anterior to piriformis. Okay. So see, this is the plexus which is formed. Okay, this is L4, L5, S1, S2, S3, S4. This is sacral plexus. So this is the piriformis. Right now you saw. So it is anterior to the piriformis. Here is the location of the piriformis. So it is anterior. This plexus is completely anterior to the piriformis on the posterolateral surface of the pelvis. Posterolateral surface of the pelvis. Okay, or the posterior pelvic floor. It is present in the posterior pelvic floor. Okay, so this plexus, you can see here one more thing. This is the plexus. See, you can see I have shown you the diagram of the piriformis. Here only it was piriformis present. Okay, so here it is anterior to the piriformis. This is the sacral plexus. So this is the lumbosacral trunk coming. This is the lumbosacral trunk coming from L4 and L5 vertebrae, and this is the sacrum. S1, S2, S3, S4. So the nerves, network of nerves are coming from this vertebrae, canals, S1, S2, S3 and S4. And this is the sacral plexus, which is anterior to the piriformis. Okay, we'll go in detail of this now. Okay, this is the location. Now, how it is formed? What is the formation? How it is formed? formation is anterior or ventral rami or division of the sacral spinal nerves S1, S2, S3 and S4. So the formation is from the anterior or ventral rami or division. Okay. So from the anterior rami or ventral rami or division of the sacral spinal nerves S1, S2, S3 and S4. So this is the sacral spinal nerves S1, S2, S3 and S4. Yes, you can see. So from the anterior division, okay, from the ventral division, this is anterior. Yes, this is the anterior aspect. So from the anterior division of the sacral spinal nerves S1, S2, S3 and S4, anterior or ventral rami or division. Okay. So this is the formation. It also receives contribution from the lumbar spinal nerves L4 and L5, which combines to form lumbosacral trunk. Okay. So it also receives the L4, L5 nerves. You can see L4, L5 and S1, S2, S3 and S4. This is all forming the lumbosacral trunk. Okay. So anterior or ventral rami or division of S1, S2, S3, S4 spinal nerves as well as the lumbar nerves L4 and L5 together contributes in the sacral plexus. This is known as lumbosacral trunk. Lumbo is from lumbar vertebrae, sacral is from sacral vertebrae, sacral spinal nerves. Yes, so this is the sacral plexus. Okay. Now, the spinal nerves from S1, S4 forms basis of sacral plexus. Okay, so this also I have explained. From S1, S2, S4 it forms the basis of sacral plexus. This is the basis of sacral plexus. At each vertebral level, paired spinal nerves leave the spinal cord at the intervertebral foramina of the vertebral column. So it is on both the sides. Okay, this will be on both the sides. Paired. Okay, L4, L5 on both the sides. This is one side, other side would be this way. So it is paired spinal nerves. Okay, this will leave the spinal cord through the intervertebral foramen. So it will leave the spinal cord from the intervertebral foramen of the vertebral column. Okay, so these are paired spinal nerves. Please remember, it is not only one side, obviously. Okay, it is not only one side. Piriformis muscle is present both the sides. So it is paired. Clear? It is paired. It is seen on both the sides. Okay. So at each vertebral level, paired spinal nerves, they leave the spinal cord at the intervertebral foramina of the vertebral column. So these are paired spinal nerves on both the sides, dear students. Okay. Now we'll proceed further. Each nerve then divides into anterior and posterior branches which are known as rami. Okay. So when each nerve it arises, okay, from the intervertebral foramen, okay, so it will divide into anterior and posterior branches or rami. The sacral plexus begins from the anterior rami of the sacral spinal nerves S1 to S4. So right now only I said anterior ventral rami or division of the sacral spinal nerves. So when this S1, S2, S3 and S4, this nerve arises, okay, from the intervertebral foramina of the sacrum, okay, it will divide into anterior and posterior branches. It is on both anteriorly and posteriorly. That is, anterior means ventral and posterior means dorsal. So these branches are also known as rami. So the sacral plexus, it begins from the anterior rami. Clear? It is from the anterior rami of the sacral spinal nerves, which is S1 to S4. These sacral fibers emerge from the anterior sacral foramina and joined by the fourth and fifth lumbar roots to form lumbosacral trunk. So if you see in this diagram, okay, if you see in this diagram, the sacral plexus, it begins from the anterior rami. Okay, this is anteriorly, students. So this is anterior rami of the sacral spinal nerves S1 to S4. Okay, these sacral fibers, they emerge from the anterior sacral foramina. This is anterior. Okay, it is arising from anterior sacral foramina, and as it arises, okay, it is anterior and posterior. Anterior and anterior. This is the anterior view, and it would be one posterior. So from the anterior rami arises the sacral plexus. Okay, so these sacral fibers, they emerge from the anterior sacral foramina, and it is joined by the fourth and the fifth lumbar roots to form the lumbosacral trunk. Okay, understood? So the sacral plexus begins from the anterior rami of sacral spinal nerves S1 to S4. These sacral fibers emerge from the anterior sacral foramina. It is coming from the anterior sacral foramina and is joined by the fourth and fifth lumbar roots. It is joined by the fourth and fifth lumbar roots to form the lumbosacral trunk. Clear? This is the lumbosacral trunk. This descends into the pelvis to meet sacral roots as they emerge from the spinal cord. So this lumbosacral trunk, you can see, it descends into the pelvis. Okay, it will descend into the pelvis to meet the sacral roots as they emerge from the spinal cord. So these roots from the L4 and L5, they will descend into the pelvis. They will meet the sacral fibers S1 to S4, and they will form a trunk known as lumbosacral trunk. Clear? So this is the lumbosacral trunk. Now, the sacral plexus is formed on the anterior surface of the piriformis muscle. So you can see here is the piriformis. So sacral plexus is formed on the anterior surface of the piriformis muscle, which forms the posterolateral border of the pelvic wall. So this is the sacral plexus. It is anterior to the piriformis, and it is also forming the posterolateral border of the pelvic wall. Okay, so this is location is anterior to the piriformis. The anterior division or anterior rami of S1 to S4 spinal roots and the lumbosacral trunk has both dorsal division and ventral division. So now, what is the meaning? As the nerve comes, it has anterior division and posterior division. Again, the anterior division is divided into ventral and dorsal. Clear? So anterior rami of S1 and S2, S3, S4 has both ventral and dorsal division, which come together to form major peripheral nerves. Okay, so sacral plexus is formed by the lumbar roots L4, L5. It descends down. It will unite, okay, with the anterior rami of S1 to S4 spinal roots, okay, and it will form lumbosacral trunk. It will descend anterior to the piriformis in the pelvis, okay, and it is forming the posterolateral border of the pelvic wall. Clear? The anterior rami is again has both dorsal and the ventral division. So there is ventral means anterior and dorsal means posterior. Okay. So if this is S1, suppose. So there is anterior division and there is posterior division. Okay. So this is anterior, this is posterior. Okay. Again it is divided into ventral and dorsal. Okay. So if this is sacral nerve, this is anterior and this is posterior from the sacral foramina. So again this will divide into ventral and dorsal division. Okay. And they will form the major peripheral nerves. This will form the major peripheral nerves. Now which are the important nerves which are forming the sacral plexus? So the important nerve, the 5 major peripheral nerves derived from the sacral plexus are the superior gluteal nerve, inferior gluteal nerve, sciatic nerve, posterior femoral cutaneous nerve and the pudendal nerve. Okay. So these are the nerves of the major peripheral nerves of the sacral plexus. Okay. These are the major peripheral nerves of the sacral plexus. So this has to be by hearted, students. Okay. So if you see here one diagram, you can see here one is the superior gluteal nerve, other is the inferior gluteal nerve. Okay. So this is the 2 major peripheral nerves. Okay. Which is it? The superior gluteal nerve, you can see here, this is the lumbosacral plexus anterior to the piriformis from L4, L5, S1, S2, S3 and S4. This is forming the plexus. So there is superior gluteal nerve, inferior gluteal nerve and the sciatic nerve. Okay. This is a very, very important nerve. This is the largest nerve, okay, of the body. Okay. So superior gluteal nerve, inferior gluteal nerve and the sciatic nerve. Clear? So these are the nerves and others are posterior femoral cutaneous. Posterior femoral cutaneous. Okay. And the pudendal nerve. Okay. The pudendal nerve. So if you see this diagram, this is the lumbosacral trunk. Okay. These are the gluteal nerves. The superior and inferior gluteal nerves. Okay. These are the gluteal nerves. This is the sciatic nerve. This is the pudendal nerve. Okay. And this is the posterior femoral cutaneous nerve. Okay. Or it is known as posterior cutaneous nerve of the thigh. Okay. So these are the main peripheral nerves of the sacral plexus. You can see superior gluteal nerve, inferior gluteal nerve, sciatic nerve, posterior cutaneous nerve of the thigh and the pudendal nerve. Okay. So this was the introductory part, okay, of the sacral plexus. So what is sacral plexus? It's a network of nerve fibers and it supplies the skin and the muscles of the pelvis and the lower limb, and this is formed anterior to the piriformis muscle, okay, on the surface of posterior pelvic floor. This is about the sacral plexus. Okay, this is about the sacral plexus. You can see here very clearly in the diagram. Okay. Now, the anterior and ventral rami. Okay, the anterior and ventral rami or division of the sacral spinal nerves. S1 to S4. It also receives contribution from the lumbar spinal nerves L4 and L5, which combines to form lumbosacral trunk. So this is forming the lumbosacral trunk. You can easily see here lumbar roots L4, L5 descending down in the pelvis. This is anterior to the piriformis, and from anterior intervertebral foramina, anterior rami of S1, S2, S3 and S4 is coming. Okay, it is joining the lumbar roots L4 and L5. It's forming lumbosacral trunk and it is descending down. Okay, each nerve then divides into the ventral and dorsal division. Yes, it is anterior to piriformis. And the nerves are the superior inferior gluteal nerves. These are the peripheral nerves, very very important. Okay, this is the sciatic nerve, largest nerve of the body, posterior cutaneous nerve of the thigh and the pudendal nerve. Okay, I will describe each nerve in detail in my next video. Thank you, students.